And away clean this time. The U16s competing in the 1,500-meter race walk, the U18s in the 3,000-meter race walk. We're watching the 3,000 competitors right now. Both men and women competing. And out to the early lead there, Tyler Wilson from Ocean Athletics. Daniel Sullivan from Racewalk West now making a move to the outside. And he'll take the lead here for a bit. Sullivan, Wilson, say. Lead woman right now, McCarthy from Team Ontario. As they come to the 200-meter mark, 55 high. The lead pack for the U18 men. Sullivan still leading the way. Tyler Wilson in behind him. Johnny Say currently in third. Coming up to the 600-meter mark now. Through that in 2:51 high. Leading the women's race. Through in about 3 minutes high. That's Audrey McCarthy. Now moving into the lead in the 3,000-meter women's race is Cassidy Cardle of Racewalk West.
Number 10, we have Shaden Gabot of Quebec.
Sullivan still leading the way for the 3,000-meter race. Cassidy Cardle still leading the way in the women's 3,000 meters. And then coming up to the 1,000-meter mark through 4:45 high. Ewan Cardle starting to open up some distance on Audrey McCarthy. McCarthy won the junior race walk title over 10,000 meters at the Athletics Canada National Championship last month in Ottawa. Cassidy Cardle of Racewalk West leading her teammate Joanna Yu in the women's 3,000-meter race walk. Daniel Sullivan, also of Racewalk West, leading the pack in the men's 3,000-meter race walk. He's followed by Tyler Wilson of Ocean Athletics and Johnny C., another Racewalk West competitor. These athletes looking strong as they come up to the 1,400-meter mark. Cardle still leading the way in the women's 3,000 meters. And Sullivan brings them through in about 6:40 high for 1,400 meters. And Cardle and Yu coming up to that 1,400-meter mark. And through in about 7:02, maybe 7:01 high. But those top three in the men's 3,000-meter race still tightly bunched. Sullivan, Wilson, and Say. Some separation opening up in the women's race now as Cassidy Cardle starting to pull away a little bit from her teammate Joanna Yu. Checking back in on the men's 3,000. No change in our top three. Sullivan, Wilson, and Say. Here's your leader in the women's 3,000, Cassidy Cardle. Sullivan, Wilson, and Say coming up to the 1,800-meter mark. Here's Cardle through 1,800 meters. Lead of about 15 meters now on Yu. And Tyler Wilson has taken the lead in the men's 3,000. And Johnny Say into second. Daniel Sullivan now in third. He led for much of this race. And now it's Wilson opening up a bit of a gap on the two athletes from Racewalk West. As they come up to the 2,200-meter mark. 2 laps left to go. Wilson will look over his shoulders to see how much separation he has. Right now it's about 10 meters. That time you see on the clock there, that 7:09:03, that was the winning time for Olivia Ludman in the women's 1,500-meter race walk. Cassidy Cardle still leading the way. As she comes up now to the 2,200-meter mark. 2 laps left to go for Cardle. And Wilson continue to extend his lead in the men's race with Just over 600 meters left to go. Men's leader Tyler Wilson coming up to his bell lap from Ocean Athletics. Wilson on the bell lap. Say has moved into second, or maintains a second rather, as he and Sullivan now are into the bell lap as well. This is Cassidy Cardle, the leader in the women's race. On to the bell lap. Wilson, about 200 meters left to go in the men's race. A substantial lead. And Say and Sullivan. Tyler Wilson from Ocean Athletics. There you see on screen too, Audrey McCarthy, third right now in the women's race. But here comes Wilson into the final stretch. Tyler Wilson. Looking very strong. And it will be Tyler Wilson taking the gold in the men's 3,000-meter walk. Battle on for second now. It's Say. Sullivan making a push, but it won't be enough. Say second and Sullivan third. And here comes Cassidy Cardle. She is the leader in the women's 3,000-meter walk. Into the final stretch now. Cassidy Cardle.
In second on deuxième place, we have Kaya Haynes of Racewalk West. And in first, on première place with a time of 7.
And it will be Cassidy Cardle taking gold here in the women's 3,000-meter walk. Coming up now, Joanna Yu, her teammate from Racewalk West. And Yu over the line for silver. This is Kurt Cadman and Fisher Zemeldik. 2 laps to go in the men's 3,000-meter walk. And here comes Audrey McCarthy from Team Ontario. The national junior champion over 10,000 meters. And she will pick up the bronze medal here over 3,000 meters. Zemeldik and Cadman racing for 4th and 5th right now. Will one of them take off here down the back stretch? They've been walking together for most of this race, but now the battle's on. Zemeldik trying to make a move to the outside. Kurt Cadman so far not letting him go. Cadman trying to go. He's got a big smile on his face. It'll be a battle for 4th here. Cadman trying to pull away. Zemeldik not letting him, and oh my goodness, I can't tell at the line. A good battle for 4th and 5th there. He'll have to wait for the official results. But a very entertaining finish there. Fisher Zemeldik and Kurt Cadman battling it out for 4th. And they're going to give the officials at the line a bit of a headache, as they'll have to figure out just who got over first.